Contrary to what I hear so often, a two-party system is not what our founding fathers designed. In fact, many of them spoke out against political parties. Among the numerous advantages promised by a well-constructed union, none deserves to be more accurately developed than its tendency to break and control the violence of factions. The instability, injustice, and confusion introduced into the public councils have, in truth, been the mortal disease under which popular governments have everywhere perished. James Madison said one of the advantages of a well-constructed union is the ability to control the violence of factions. So what does he mean by a faction? By a faction, I understand a number of citizens, whether amounting to a majority or a minority of the whole, who are united and actuated by some common impulse of passion or of interest, adverse to the rights of their other citizens or to the permanent and aggregate interests of the community. While factions can be anywhere in today's political environment, we call them political parties. George Washington, in his farewell address, warned us about the dangers of these parties. The alternate domination of one faction over another, sharpened by the spirit of revenge, natural to party dissension, which in different ages and countries has perpetuated the most horrid enormities, is itself a frightful despotism. Political parties are nothing new, and certainly not unique to the United States. A quick look at recent history shows not only how the political parties dominate each other, but how their visceral hatred leads both to horrid behavior and its own despotism. But this leads at length to a more formal and permanent despotism. The disorders and miseries which result gradually incline the minds of men to seek security and repose in the absolute power of an individual, and sooner or later the chief of some prevailing faction, more able or more fortunate than its competitors, turns this disposition to the purposes of his own elevation on the ruins of public liberty. What Mr. Washington described has certainly been shown to be true in the last few years. Attacks, both verbal and physical, on opposing parties has led to everything from criminal break-ins to riots and violence. Oddly enough, while many political parties claim to represent the people, their actions usually induce people to find a strong man who can protect and lead them. This also leads to a team mentality, where people will do whatever it takes for their team to win.